Alright, to those subscribers and followers and anybody that gets anything out of my videos, this one's for you. Okay, this is a weird one. Bear with me. I hope you'll like it. It's important. My whole life, I fell into this antisocial behavior. When I was a kid, I was treated very poorly. I was mistreated. And by the time I joined high school, I had moved 13 times. It was hard for me to make friends. And the abuse that I was getting made me feel like I didn't fit in with other kids, that they didn't understand, that they couldn't relate. And I remember being terrified of anybody ever wanting to come home to play with me. Kids wanted to come to my house after school, and I'd always have to make an excuse. And then I remember once or twice going to another kid's house, and then the problems that I was so afraid of followed me there, and scenes were had and made, and conflict and embarrassment. And then by the time I was in high school, I finally started to find my in-group. It was the rebels, the guys that were rebelling against their parents or authority, guys that were coming into their own, being macho, having fun, breaking the rules. And after that, I joined the military for reasons. And then in the Army, I found out really quick that if you learn the rules, get really good at playing them, then you can be as big an asshole as you want, because hoorah. And after I got out of the military, the darkness of my youth and the darkness in the military, and then some really dark stuff after the military, you better believe I went even more antisocial. I just threw everybody in a giant pot and dumped it all. I was done with it. I didn't bathe. I didn't groom myself. I was homeless for a long time. I picked fights with everybody. I destroyed every friendship I had meticulously. Some by ignoring them, some by picking fights. I alienated everyone, and I alienated myself. And then I got what I wanted, to be alone. And I was alone for a very long time. But I had my company. And I spent that time figuring shit out. And somebody I really admire and respect the other day said, they remarked on how level-headed I am. And I took it as such a compliment. It warmed me up, because I try so hard to be. The path that I went down, being so antisocial and hermitous and self-destructive, because when you're like that, you do drugs and booze, and you go to the wrong parties, and you hang out with the wrong people, and you do the wrong things as this weird lone wolf, just hunting for trouble. And yeah. So when I gave that crap up, there I was, still alone. No real friends, right? Just party acquaintances, or criminals, or other scavengers, other people lost in the sea, just floating by each other, clinging on top of each other, trying not to sink to the bottom. And I had to give that up. It got old pretty quick. And then I was the real alone time. But I used that time to my benefit. I figured out who I was and what was important and what I wanted and how I felt about things and what my standards were. What was okay, what wasn't okay, what was my purpose? And how did I do what I needed to do? And it gave me everything that I needed. I sorted my shit out. All my ducks are in a row now. I'm very comfortable with who I am. I'm very secure. I seem goofy. I'm weird. I sound crazy. But I sleep very well at night. I like who I am. I like what I do with my time. But I made a realization, and then that's the point of this whole video, so thank you for sticking with me. Now the good stuff. On Gab, I had like hundreds of followers. I don't know, I think it was 300. I think that was the limit. On Twitter, before they kicked me off, I had hundreds of followers. I've got a few followers on Goyam TV. I got a few subscribers on YouTube. And it's just a number until you think that there's people interested in the content that I'm putting out. And because I'm so antisocial and been like that for so long, I just assumed that, hey, something I said clicked and they liked what they heard. But I didn't think until just, I guess it was last night, that maybe, just maybe, people are watching any of the content that I put out because of me. Not because of what I'm saying, but because they're interested in who's offering the point of view. It's been so long trying to destroy my ego, and here it is being licked. And that was very humbling because it drove me to the realization that that's exactly what it is that I'm trying to do, is get people to give a fuck about each other, to care, to love each other enough to support and lift up and protect each other. I mean, if we don't do that with each other, what chance do the kids have? And if I go around thinking I'm a shitbag with only a positive message, then that does what I'm trying to do no good. Ergo, there are people out there, it would seem, that are interested in me, in my disposition, in my well-being. That people that give a fuck, not just about words, but about person. And that rocked me. It did. It was many things all at once. And without carrying on much longer, I just gotta say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for caring. That's what I'm trying to put out there, and I don't even think about people caring about me. But it meant something, and it spun up a wheel, and it cranked up some heat, and it meant a lot. It means a lot. For any of you that are watching because they're interested in the man, thank you. And I'll do my best to be conscientious of that, to know and to let you know that I'm doing okay. That when asked by that same guy that I respect so much if I was having fun, I said every day's a holiday. And it's true. I piss and moan and I gripe, and I'm a walking, talking ICBM, right? But all the things in the world I can't control, I let go of. And my job is to take care of what I can where I'm at. And I do that, and I sleep very well at night. Making friends would be great, having, that would be awesome. But I don't think about that. And you guys have me thinking about that. What a trip. I'm doing very well in life. My picture hasn't been a very bright one for much of it, but it ain't over yet. And I believe in the power of positive thinking and the golden rule and giving more than we're receiving. And I believe that as long as we do right, then we are rewarded. And I love a good fight. I love a challenge. I would be bored if it was completely over and there was nothing for me to do anymore. So, I'm well. Thanks for giving a shit. I love you very much. God bless you.